Kitty covered too much blue Kool-Aid.
We have averted the 8th umbral calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
Okay.
I sat down for the very least. I sat down for a half hour just replaying that footage that I made to I was doing what the good cat asked. He asked for us to take him. He asked us to take him on our next adventure. We had shit to do in Limsa. We had to go see the little son. You know, we had things to do. What do you guys want from me? Okay? I was doing what I was told to do. In your heart. Oh. Well, I missed that memo. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Hope you guys had a good week. It is a Friday night, which means that we are ready for some more Final Fantasy 14. Messing with the emotional pain of chat. Oh, hey, if you guys are here for the emotional journey, I'm gonna poke fun. That's how I deal internally with stress and sadness and anxiety and all of those other fun things. So you buckle up. That's what you guys are here for. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're here for. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys had plenty of good coffee, got some good sleep, and work wasn't too bad. Yeah, I have music blasting way loud in the background. Thank you. I know for at least my fact, I am very happy that it is the week's end and my background footage is gone again. Oh man. But it has been a whole week and a half this week, so I am very much ready for the weekend. Do some things around the house, maybe play some video games. We got some things going on, so hopefully going to be a good weekend. How about you guys? What do you guys got going on this weekend? What's the fun thing for you guys? Let's see. It's all good. Thinking this is definitely first for someone I've watched. Luna, I'm happy to be there. Happy to do for you. Cracking jokes with the nurses when they kept talking my blood and I was nearly on my deathbed. I did. See, you understand. Like, I can't. That's how I internalize. That's how I should. That's like my number one outlet to show emotions. You know, like if. Even in his serious, and it pisses my wife off to no end, Calf Mom, for the love of God, has to deal with all of my shenanigans. Even when we're, I get $2 for that. Thank you, Blue. When I get into a stressful moment, a stressful situation, I can't help but crack a joke. You know, like I can't. That's my thing. That's what I do. It's like how I process a lot of these situations. So. I mean, I give the example, like her and I were arguing about something. And I think it's more so that we were just frustrated with a lot of things. And I'm like trying to crack jokes because at one point, I think she said something about like her doing her due diligence or doing her duty or something like that. Like, and it's a serious conversation we're talking about. And right, she goes, I have a duty to my job. And I was like, you have a what to your job? Ma'am, did you just say duty in front of an adult man-child? The rest of this conversation's over. We can't talk about anything because of what you just said. I'm sorry. This is how the cookie crumbles. Like that's how I am in person. So I can't laugh so you don't cry. Yeah. So I don't know. I am all for that kind of mentality. I completely understand it. I get it. Little bro got accepted in school, so I'm a good school, taking out drinking this weekend. Nice! That's awesome. Congratulations. Had open heart surgery. He made it and is doing well. Onyx, that's great. That's fantastic. That's great news. Evening, Sir Nix. What's going on? You got a new mini waffle maker, Jack? That's actually really, really important. Honestly, the mini waffle makers are changed my life. Binge watch Madoka magic stuff. Okay, all right. I have no idea what that is, but I hope you're happy. Chloe, doing nothing. AC broken and it's turned into a puddle. Oh no. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good at all. Not owning your own memes is cowardice, Cap. Wait. Shy, what meme did I not own? I thought I did. I thought I owned that meme. I made that meme, like all on my own. I thought that was hilarious. I took it upon myself. Thank you very much. Also, I just realized my background doesn't have the Shadowbringers or the Mount Gulag thing. For some reason, I don't save it into the correct file. What I end up doing is I think I end up saving it to the desktop, and then I just go ahead and delete everything on the desktop that I'm using that's temporary, but I never fix it. Maybe that's just me. I really gotta work on that. Can we save this one? Nope. Everything wants to take you to a website. Everything. Is this a PNG? Nope, it's a web file. Because, you know, the hell with you. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this fancy. You guys ready? Look, we snip it. Everything should freeze. Okay, no, everything's fine. Anyway, while I work this out, tonight, what we plan on doing is going ahead and finishing up the cutscenes. I know we have a ton of cutscenes that we have to get through for the end of Shadowbringers. And once we apparently I was told that it's like an hour. It's like an hour long of cutscenes that we're just gonna have to get through. So I'm all for it. End of 5.3, yeah. That shouldn't be a problem. I hope. I guess my idea is we'll say background, so I don't delete it. I guess my hope is that we finish that up, and then from there we end up. We're gonna blow up. Oh my goodness, that's high def. Okay, let's bring you back down here. Where are you going? So if you guys ever want to know what it's like to be a streamer, this is basically it. You're basically just doing everything you can to make it look like you know what you're doing. Keep scaling it back. Come on, I got too many little tabs. There we go. Background there. There we go. Yes. By the way, we're gonna cook that little chicken. An hour left of questing and cutscenes. Yes. Yeah. So, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do all of that. On Monday, because it was already like 11:50, and I honestly this week I couldn't stay up. So this week was a very important week for my company. I had a lot of very important meetings with higher ups, and I couldn't be on the back end of missing sleep. So I wanted to make sure that I at least had somewhat of a normal cadence, and I did. And this week was still hell. So yes, I'm very much ready to get into the cutscenes. And then I am going to, if I have time, I have a couple of optional dungeons. I think I have a Stormblood optional dungeon left, and then a Shadowbringers optional dungeon left. And then if I can, I'm going to try to squeeze in the Monster Hunter trial. There's a lot of stuff that I want to try to do today. And the seasonal event too, yes. And Shy, no, I have not. I have not gotten into it. Haven't gotten into that. I have Eden. I have the Trials of War Lit, or the Horrors of War Lit. I have the Alliance raids. I have Bozja. Bozja. I have a ton of stuff, tons and tons of stuff. And Eden is planned for Monday. I'd rather have one whole stream just dedicated to that. Sorrow of War Lit. I'm sorry. What did I say? Horror of War Lit. Anyway, we're here chilling out. Maxing out, relaxing out, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. I haven't. Yeah, this is fine. I haven't. I haven't really gotten into much this week with gaming and stuff like that. I did end up putting together, if you guys are following, I highly recommend, I hope you guys are watching, especially if you're a member of the channel. You guys get to see my Final Fantasy 16 videos early. And honestly, I think with how busy work has been, I think that's kind of where I'm planning on going with my videos and my channel, is honestly like just like there's nothing fancy about it. It's just me playing a game just on the side, and you guys are following along. I got to the find the flame moment, or find the flame, and that was a lot of fun. I remember going through it the first time, like last year, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I think it was so much more intense now because I've been playing through Final Fantasy, and I've gotten even further, and it's like when that moment hit, it was such a good moment. It was so much fun. And I'll be honest with you, it's so much so. I've been considering playing other Final Fantasy games. Like, this is something that's been out of the blue kind of with that. Hey, Blue, continue. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. Welcome in all the new caffeinated members. Yeah, Final Fantasy VI. I'm interested in tactics because I really loved Fire Emblem. I really enjoyed Fire Emblem. Yeah, it's funny. It's because I could see myself going down the rabbit hole. Have to do it in sequence. Yeah, no, I know. But like it's like one of those things where it's like I could see myself going down the rabbit hole. And I blame Galactic. Can we just appreciate this? I blame Galactic. 100%. 110%. Love tactics as a kid. I blame Galactic 110%. Yeah. Some of them are relatively short. Our 92 are left out due to server capacity. Get me into this damn game. I mentioned this in the Discord, and this is the last thing before I get into the cutscenes. I was listening to music, and by the way, I found Scions and the Sinners album on not Pandora, Amazon Music, because I have Amazon Music. I found it there, and I've set it up as a playlist. I was blasting out a workout, a heavy strength workout with the Shadowbringers, Scions and Sinners, and then halfway through I had to switch to King Thornton's theme, and then when I was doing cardio I switched to Alexander's theme. Like, this is an unexpected turn. This is what I did not expect from Final Fantasy XIV. Did not expect it, but here I am, and I was already given advice of what not to listen, because apparently there's like some kind of spoilers on one of the songs. I'm not playing that. Yeah, but Soken, I was playing Find the Flame. That was there. Jesus. You know what's funny is that it's 100% correct. It's either you like Final Fantasy or you become a walking billboard for it. Oh my goodness. What did Calf Dad turn into? Oh. All right, we got some cutscenes to go through. We got all these lovely people hanging out here while we're doing the dance. Ready to go. Shoo bam. All right, let's get into it. Nothing unsaid. If you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? I'm going to turn down that background music for me. Winnings is pure cardi. Alrighty. This game is a part of art. So you reached out to Elidibus at last, and his heart was moved. I don't know if I like any of these answers. Because I feel like it was the right thing. Yeah, and it changed nothing. I feel like that's the best one. Important thing is, though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and his dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another and the star may yet be rewarded. Okay. You stole it with a surprising happy moment there. That an ancient one came to your aid, but how is that possible? Which, by the way, Larissa, that is hilarious. By the way, Chocobo. By the way, I look back, so tomorrow I have another Final Fantasy 16 video. On Tuesday, I'm planning on coming out with my top 10 moments of Shadowbringers throughout the expansions all the way up to 5.3. And guess what? The Emmett one, where we get saved from the void, it didn't click to me the first time I watched it, but when he snapped, that should have been the tell. What really got me was the hand wave as the Ween Woon version of Emmett walked away. It was just like that moment. Like I was sitting there and I was like, no freaking way. I got a little bit of goosebumps with it. Like it was just such a good moment. And I rewatched it a couple of times trying to pick up the things that I missed. And it was so good. A lot of it, the snap. Well, and I guess lots of other streamers didn't light up until the sassy hand wave. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess that makes me feel a little bit better just because I was like, the snap. You know, the snap, like, that makes so much sense. Like, that was like his thing all the way through, you know? Wee Moon Emmett always gets people. He knew of Elidibus's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue to struggle alone. Or so I would speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is remember the events as they happened, no more, no less. As the Ronkin so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Oh, Beglog. The snap. Thou wert injured, shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this, don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Where is the X-Art? About that. One of the official voice actors for Emmett did his own line read of that line from the boss fight. That's actually pretty cool. Will you show me his spirit vessel? His soul and memories seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his aether was not rightly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ the familiar for imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then 'tis a question about restoring his soul unto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process restoreth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. His apparent desire to return to the source with Caffeinated, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Sure, it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of his accommodations. And he can no longer speak for himself. We're gonna go back there because I had this thought because I was like, how is he gonna come back and how is he gonna come back and recognize his flesh? This is what I'm thinking that that's gonna happen is because this is one of the futures, right? And he's seen the future and he knows what's gonna happen. And that's why he's here in the first to stop this because this was the critical flashpoint. We're going to go back to our timeline. We're going to go back to our timeline and we're going to jam that. I hope that it will just transfer into it. I don't hope we don't have to insert it anywhere. That was you guys get on me about like, oh, Calf Dad, you're not, I'm being reasonable. Where are we putting these things? Where does it go to transport into the body? Anyway, we're going to go back there and jam it into the Grahatia that's sleeping in the Crystal Tower before all the events for the Black Rose and all of that stuff. That's what my thought is, because that's the only thing that would make sense about him returning his soul. And when we do that, it will merge his current life, his current soul, with his future, and it all becomes basically one. Luckily, it's a suppository. Oh boy. They have Bluetooth. Thank God. Also, make sure to label the twin USBs. Again, we had that conversation, like, how shitty would that be? It's like you got through all of this only to have your body, like, you switch with Alice with Alphino. And it's like, oh, damn it, I marked one red and one blue, and I got it mixed up. No. Insert what, where? I'm just saying. It's got a tapered bottom, so it should be... It'd be really funny. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things can go awry. We just still got to put you guys all into the soul crystals. Add that I did ask the Exart if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. It doesn't have a flare base, so no, it should not be used. Thank you, Witchy, over here moderating so much more than she probably should. The flare face, Jesus. One would think warranting a single word reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that. Almost comically so. In fact, regardless out of the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. As I grew older, the burdens I carried... Look, if we're going to go there, I'm going to make sure I have to get the ER now. No, Jack, I haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Bury them deep within my breast. So deep that I couldn't be certain that they were still there. But when I look around me, I am reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Valkyrie, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear, the Menphilias. I see it in people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart regardless of the risks. So he's saying yes, but just a long-winded yes. And I will live with all of my being as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think that the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not an old man. The Exart still seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he's blushing in his vessel. I like that we're still going on. Are we still going on about the suppository? You guys are fantastic. Never change. Never change. There's nothing wrong with you guys. Speaking of which, we should make ready for the journey. Time is of the essence after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to attend to it. Let us reconvene here anon. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? You might help me choose them, and that we can go to Nabath Orang together one last time. Yeah, that's right, because Reen has to stay. Reen has to stay. apology about his airship. She's gonna go check on her boy. See how she was pausing? That's how I knew that she was the right one to start with, by the way. She was the right one to start with at the beginning of Shadowbringers, where we could go the Alisei or the Alphino path. That right there shows me that she was the correct choice. You know? Like, that to me is where I know. What's the boy's name? It's like, Hildert? No. Halric? Halric, yes, thank you. But the X-Art does, if only in spirit. I gotta turn that music down. Red Alfie is always the right choice. If only in spirit, so you might bring him along, just so to speak. Being lugged about on a hero's back. See, he's happy. Alric's doing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are away. Yeah, so, like, in that video that I'm planning on doing, I picked the moments, and some of them are compilation, or, like, ongoing jokes that I experienced as I was going through, Shadowbringers. Like, there's one, you know, the trolley's on the list. The GD trolley. Everything revolves around the trolley. This whole expansion was a trolley. And I had to include it because it came up so damn often. The damn trolley. I'm just saying. All hail the trolley. The trolley, bringer of the light. We have to find him. I didn't see you standing there. If you're looking for Halric, he's going for a walk with one of the others. They're planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard? Yeah. Trolley prime. It was the trolley all along. It was the trolley, the journey that we had together, or the friends that we made all along the way were the trolley. Oh wait, I can fly. Did get to see a trolley do an ollie. That was pretty cool. I was afraid he wandered off again. Alric's safe. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for walks as of late. His steps usually brings him to this particular spot. Is that Tesleen? It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. It isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye, and it's time for me to return home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Becklug will come to oversee them in my stead. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go. I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dare hoped was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues and that no more poor souls are buried out here before their time. I feel like, I don't know, like I understand Alphino's point and his struggles through the expansion, but I feel like Alisei's were, how to put this, I felt like they were more in depth. That isn't what I like to say. I feel like they were like, she suffered more in this expansion. Traumatic, thank you. Yeah, that's the word I'm thinking of. Because I mean, like, everyone chose different paths, and again, you got to remember that here in the first, everything is like time warp is dilated. Like Alisei and Alphino were the last ones to go, but then it was still like a year or two had passed in their time here in the first versus where we were. So it's like she had more time dealing with a lot of the trauma. And I mean, it might be red bias, but I mean, I feel like Alfie was just more so into his political issues and even, and I'm not saying his should be devalued. It's just when we got to the final confrontation, or he eventually mustered up the courage to yell at Fall 3 for all of his crap and stuff like that, like, it felt more like sticking it to the man, whereas Alice was more like, I just had a dagger because I lost a close friend of mine, you know? Like, sometimes DMs like to make Alice swear that either choice is correct to the player. Yeah. Yeah, Alfie has had his own trauma. That is true. And we really didn't have Alice join in frequency until later, so fair. The time left to you is precious. Oh, he's talking. Canonical silent shower will guide you true, so never forget them. He's starting to come out. He's starting to come back. Butt bread as people. I just have sand in my eye, that's all. I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, you go and look at the others. Alphino, for instance. If anyone's crying, it will be him. Alright, we gotta go to Yulmore. Alright, let's go get our boy. Oh, hey, you're literally flying the Omega Scion. The Eden Prime. Come bearing truly awful dad joke from my boss yesterday. Seneca, bring it on. I love it.
Oh, Alpha, no.
Oh, no. You better not piss off Mama Chai. Damn, she got some bling.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
Can you guys hear? How's the music?
Never seeing you again is more than my blood.
You literally cried at this part. Did you hear that laughing too loudly is illegal in Hawaii? They only permit aloha. That was, Seneca, this is a very emotional moment, and that was the perfect time to drop a dad joke. And yes, Mama Chai is very upset right now because Alfie is on his way out.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
You know what? Let's make the boy work. A picture paints 1,000 words. Yep.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice.
Have to preserve the memory.
Lady Chai, I have a confession to make.
Yes?
On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair.
Was that a reference to the Crystal Braves? I think that's him talking about his trauma from the Crystal Braves, wasn't it? It feels like he was talking about like how he did, yeah. See, he has grown. He has absolutely grown.
You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge.
It's always the crystal boy.
You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day.
It's not any trawler.
Though what struck
And the
me
trolley then either.
is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? It felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Oh, great. Now I get... okay, I get what that was so dorky. God, Calf Dad. Read the room.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
But he's shorter because he's just a late bloomer. If it's not a Crystal Braves, it's collecting firewood for Estinian. Yep.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, you're about to get crushed, my dear boy. She's gonna hug you very hard.
No, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time.
She's gonna give him a big bear
And no
hug.
matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness.
God, she is just like the most benevolent person in this damn game. Holy crap. Bear hug?
Our brave and gentle artist. You have our love, now and always.
The way that they are portraying this in such a way, it's very much like Alphino is their child, you know, like, and I know that you guys kind of joked, like, you guys kind of joked that it's like, oh, well, you know, like, oh, that's his second mom and dad, but it's like, to be fair, I also haven't seen any of Alfie's mom and dad really, but you know what it's just, it's so great, you know?
And do you mine? Please take care.
Adopted son in a way. Shares a soul with their mom. Anyway, I will recreate Amarok for her. I've been told that's spoiler territory. I've been already given the heads up. To stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again, I struggle to reconcile that in my mind. I shall cherish my memories of Norvant, of every soul I've met here, and for the rest of my days. I shall look forward to the tales of your endeavors. Can I be of assistance? You gotta go check in on your sister. Unlike her by the sound of, perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his conversance and idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I feel it. Yep. Didn't get the ceremonial blast of daytime Yulmore music after that. No. It's nighttime here. See, we're good. We're good. That was actually a bit sadder because I feel like a lot of what Alice and Alphino, and they've had to cope kind of in their own way. It feels like they've had to grow up faster than they were supposed to. You know, and given that they've been embroiled in like every major conflict that Eorzea has had, and you know, literally otherworldly troubles, it still feels like they needed to be more than what they were at that time. Just poking a hole there. Just saying. Doesn't help that they're prodigies. Well, isn't that always the curse? Isn't that always the curse, though? Is that usually the students, the kids, the people who are incredibly intelligent, or very gifted and all that, are placed with the burdens of adultship faster than other kids, or faster than normal. So that puts them at an incredible level of stress, an absolute crazy level of stress. You never know how swift they shall leave you. Yeah. All right, Uri. We're coming to check in on you. No matter how smart. Yeah. Thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, my Fey friends have agreed to assist in transporting of these tomes to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Naught more remaineth to be done. So summon thee. An object I find after I chanced to find after the victory over Elidibus. What'd you hand me? 'Tis unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did in all likelihood once belong to Ardbert. Had been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive my indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I poseth that the crystal did tumble free. Okay. Save that which doth abide in thee, it all remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have you thee delivered to his mount Seto. I can think of no other worthier recipient to me than bearing that. Damn it! Mind you, Seto can talk. Seto has memories. Seto was already a crying mess when we met him because of his fallen friend. And I gotta fly there because I gotta monologue a little bit. This is very reminiscent of, like, the parents of a soldier receiving a flag after they've passed away or they were killed on the line of duty. Like, this feels very reminiscent. Like, I'm about to knock on the door of someone very important to this person and be like, here's the final clutch. Shit. All right. Twisting that knife. You ain't lying. Spoke of a strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. With the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? The crystal of light believed to have belonged to Ardbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear the faint light still shines in its core, as if to remind you that hope never dies.
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
Explain the story. Oh god, and they got the flowers, the lilies.
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the...
Oh, sorry.
Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
I don't like this, guys.
Pardon? Very well.
We're gonna see an echo of Ardbert.
Oh, how can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Ardbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I come from a dog family. I come from a very long dog family. And I'm not ashamed to say that I don't think that I ever truly cried or anything like that after losing a family member or unfortunately even some friends. That was never me. But when it came to my dogs, it got me every time, man. Every time.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures.
God.
It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
He's having tea with Frey. This damn game. F this game, man. Shit.
If it makes you feel better, Kath, almost every person I've watched get to this part with Seto has ended up in tears. And many of us are crying now.
Silly weeb game. They know what they're doing. Yeah. Thank you, Jack. The music doesn't help. It's raining. And then just to hear Ardbert just come back and it's like, just hearing the voice and how Seto lights up when he hears him. Jeez. Aren't ready. Shadowbringers. Good God. Totally had an emotional breakdown. Thank you, Ariandre. Oh, how I've missed you. Just instant the water works for me. So growing up, I didn't really have too many friends. You know, I had a couple here and there, and I would hang out with them. I would see them. But, like, I never had that close friend that I had. But I always had my dogs, you know? I always had Sassy, or Missy's in there, and her grandmother Boots, and then her grandmother before her, which was this black lab that we had, Lacey, and she was a fantastic dog. She was a really great dog, and I'll never forget the morning that it happened, because she was older. She was 12 years old. She lived a great life and had all that stuff. But I remember waking up with my dad one morning. It was like 6 a.m. and I went to go and do something, but I didn't leave the house, and him and I took Lacey out, and she was kind of running, doing her, chasing her ball, did all that. I came back inside. I went to bed because he had to go to work. Lacey came in, and by the time that I woke up at 8 a.m., she was gone. And it was... that was one of the roughest moments that I can think of, because that dog had been there for the majority of my life. And she was... we had a joke for her, because she would run away when she was a puppy, and she would always think it'd be funny that everyone would have to go out and chase her and jump on her. So we did. My dad used to like to kind of quote like Steve Irwin and say people power. They say, oh, it's people power. You got to go jump on the dog and pin her down. And my dad would come over with the leash and walk her back. But she was a fantastic dog. She was my best friend, man. It's I know. I don't mean to add sorrow to sorrow, but this moment reminds me of that. God. Anyway, we're good. Undertake this task. As Ardbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live in the hearts of the people of Norvand. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Let's get the farmer's breakfast. She always knew. 16 years old, he crawled up into my brother's lap and purred until he purred no more. Cats don't usually do that. It shows you how well... God, the scene was just so well done. So well done. again someday. She was my best friend. It's, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to add to it. I mean, even now, like, there's, especially a good dog. A good dog, a good cat, good animal is a companion that is like, regardless of what you're going through, they are there for you. There's a quote that I heard and I loved it, and it was, be the person that your dog thinks that you are. Like, and it's like, come on. Is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, helping hands would not go amiss. All right. The slither bow. Everybody gangster until he goes his eyes. I was surprised that I balked. And it's nighttime. We won't get the lahi. You're just human. I was actually at a point that I never thought that I would actually get sad, like actually truly sad, to the point where I might shed a tear. And then you play the music in the rain with basically Ardbert's dog, Ardbert will never be, or his dog will never be able to see him again. Come on. How they view their owner, a beautiful, unaging creature. To disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago, and I even bade my farewells to everyone save Runar, and he's nowhere to be found. Lahi. Incoming.
Master Matoya. For too long, I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Roll them dice, Runar! It's about damn time! Roll the dice! Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You're no little son. You're fine.
Runar, please.
Shooting his shot. Oh, sad kitty.
I jest. At least in part.
Oh, come on.
What I came to say is this.
Don't back out of it. There's such a strong start with the flower. Come on. It's definitely no little son.
Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
Oh, he could.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
Sheik, if that is true, that is fantastic. Been that guy, it sucks. Oh yeah. Oh, I have absolutely done that, but I didn't back out and have this mutual moment of respect. It did not go as planned. But I've shot the shot. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You gotta go. You gotta do it.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
And that guy, and it did end like with Runar. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. What is the line? That's Wayne Gretzky. What's the God, what's Anchorman? Anchorman, he goes, he's like 69% of the time it works every time.
Indeed they are. And so, Until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
50% of the time. Okay, was it 50% of the time?
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone.
Fun fact, me and Mrs. Caffeinated on our first date, I took her out on a date in my father's truck because my heat was broke in my truck. I took her out on a date. We went and got sushi, and then we went to the theaters and watched Anchorman. Anchorman 2, I think. It was Anchorman 2. Yes, Anchorman 2.
On such a day,
On such a day.
you may call on me.
Oh, she playing him. Oh, she playing him hard. Did you see the hair flip? Oh, she put up that brick wall at first. Runar came in and it's like, all right, yeah, she's been shutting me down. And then it's just like at the end, and then it's like, wait, it's on the side. It goes, you can call on me. Just dial.
Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
Oh, and she's sorry, you guys were watching my face. And she's showing like that she wants to have the, oh man.
And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Good God, Yashola, you're laying it on thick. Good, holy crap. Big Moon Runar stays with it. He's like playing chat. Holy crap. She just gave like the triple 1, 2, 3, a hair flip and a wink and a like subtle like lines of communication. Sorry, Runar might not understand this, but we've been with this cat for like quite literally my entire Final Fantasy journey. And she's been nothing but like an angry feline for the most part, sassy and all that stuff. She is, he can't do better. Has a new goal in life. Holy crap. No, she wants to come study the mysteries of Runar. She wants to explore some kitty. No, I'm not even gonna try it. Never mind. Back out.
Master Matoya.
Oh, here it comes. You can't hide.
Runar, really?
It worked because of the pan to my face, and we didn't see what happened. I am totally third wheeling right now. I am so bad and like zoomed in, and they went off and did their own thing. I'm gonna find a way to break space-time continuum to date you. Whew. Whew. I kind of want to go talk to Magni and just be like, you're a bitch. Anyway. He's a boy in the body of a man. That was a line. A Runar escape. That's all punish cat. Have to take the XR to Nabatharang. I see very well. You can see, okay, yeah. It would be difficult to appreciate your support. All right. Let's go talk to Magnus. Let's go to Magnus and Twine. There's still for hope for you, Runar, baby. Everyone likes Runar. Runar is like, he's like one of the most, between him and Mama Chai, like those two, like 1, 2, best characters in the expansion. Side characters of the expansion. I swear to God, if any of these guys talk, I'm looking at this guy right here. If he talks about a damn train, he's like, I like choo-choos or I like trolleys, I'm gonna lose it. I hate trolleys so much. They wanted to go to Nabrathorang, so they gave them use of the trolley. That's right. Yep, there goes the trolley. Trolley time. We made her faster. Jesus Christ. This is my nightmare. This is absolutely my nightmare. Look at this guy, jerk. This is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it'll be time to reach the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys. Yes, me. It can fit in narrow shafts. Be kind to his special interest. I know. I like choo-choos. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. A few Talos sent back a more of an order. See, we're testing them out. When your airship came down. As a matter of fact, you seem to have it crashing things. Yeah, my bad. Is that your warrior light looks like jerk? Special people, special interest people. There's a meme thread on Instagram I've seen, and it's this girl, and I guess she's got like those hyper, or those like close-up glasses, like you put them on, their magnifying glasses that sit on your face so that you can use both your hands. And she's like, she was like, what flavor? I think the meme is, she goes, what flavor of autism did you guys get? And she's like, I got the one where I take apart all of my electronics and put them back together. And it's like, that joke that I've seen go across, like, the people with special interest do it all for us normies. Let's be serious. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It was very popular. It's a very popular one. But like, yeah, like I don't have that. Like you guys do so much more, or they do so much more for us than I'd like to ever care to imagine. I work with someone who has to do data analytics, and they have to look at Excel spreadsheets, and they know all the commands in and out, and they're very fast at it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got the one that that likes rocks a lot and is bad at math. I got the one where I can constantly laugh at the stupidest thing, the stupidest meme. And I'll show you. I gotta show you. I gotta show you one of my favorite memes. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta find it now. Because there's a meme that I've seen that I love. And I'm just even thinking about it makes me laugh. Cat paw meme. Mountain King. Where is it? Where is that meme? Hold on. No, we're gonna sit here. I'm gonna find this damn meme. You guys might have to wait a minute. Catwater meme. You gotta find the right. There's the right context. Nope. That's sorry for the jump scare there. We'll sit here for 20 minutes. I don't care. I'm just saying. But it's funny about these kind of things is that it's like I know exactly what the meme is, and I remember it because it is hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. So where are you? I will find you. The Mountain King. Ah, yep. All right, hold on. I have to show it to you guys. You guys have to bear witness with me. I'm gonna scoot this on over here, break everything. We gotta take a break because you guys must share this meme. All right, let's see. You guys don't see anything. You can see this. All right, here it is. Wait. Can I silence Final Fantasy? No, I can't. I don't think I can. Hold on. Yes, I can. All right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the stupid meme? There we go. Let me move this over here. Get this out of the way. It's this one. For some reason, this... I'm sorry, this one makes me laugh to no... Just what? One more time. Jesus. I don't know why this one. It's so well edited, and I find it, and occasionally it just resurfaces. It just resurfaces. And like at random times, and every time I see it, I have to replay it like 5-6 times, just because because the cat looks so concerned. Apparently, this is like a giant ice ball or something. I don't know. And the music is in the Hall of the Mountain King. That's why I kept looking at it. Like, okay, I'm good. Oh, okay, we're back. This is the stupidest thing. I had to share. See, this is the problem though. This is where I'm at. If you guys are ever curious of why Caffeinated, like why I am the way that I am, how I can remember memes in this way, it is because of this. It's like, I remember something like that that's funny, and I internalize that meme because I thought it was hilarious. And I know exactly what the meme happens, and I know the song, I knew the context and everything. And I can sit there and just basically recite it for you. Like, play by play. Holy crap. I'm just... I don't know. It's typical orange cat behavior, I know. Cat breaks are a thing. Carry on. 100 of those in here. See, you know, if you see a good meme, God, if it's a good meme, and it's just like, and it just catches you at the right moment. Like, there's been times where I'll be laughing at my desk, and it'll just be cracking up. My wife's like, "The hell is wrong with you? Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." Me constantly quoting Emperor's New Groove. That is a part of the childhood that's on top. But hot damn. Ugh. World traversing business. And don't want for anything. Opera cat sometime. Beware the groove. Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison specifically made to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. Yeah. That poison. I love that movie. Logging in late. Boom, baby. Why the sad face? You have to, like, more dramatic. Specific if done Eden. Oh, okay. Daggett, thank you for the call. I've recently made a new friend. Her name is Gaia, and she'll always be there if I need her, just like you lot. So please don't worry, I'll be fine. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave, but I would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could be bear to part with my family. And she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a good example if I neglected them. Either way, I envy you your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you can call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Trolleys. All right, everyone's back at the Crystarium. Don't you all look lovely? Well then. I feel accomplished because I found that meme. That's the kind of person I am. I send my wife memes all the damn time. Like, I send her Instagram reels, I send her YouTube shorts and things like that. And there's like times where I know that she's very busy and I know that she has a lot going on. And I say I love you, but I don't care. I have to send you these memes. Please look at them. Please enjoy them. I found them funny, so you should find them funny. Gets overstimulated with the amount. Yep. I just feel lost and lonely. I'll be there with you. Yeah, we gotta support our girl, our mini Minfilia. Discord my husband memes IRL too. Yeah, sending memes is a valid love language. Golden choices of hilarity. See, you got to. You have to. She doesn't see them, or she just calls and she calls me spoiled. Yeah, I know, right? I send them to my 25-year-old son downstairs or across the room. Oh yeah, so does my dad. My dad sends stuff like that. He sent me the him and I really like the Scott Sterling like meme videos. The Scott Sterling where it's like he's a soccer player and he's like trying to block. He blocks a bunch, like 6 penalty shots with his face or something like that. And my dad and I get a kick of that every single time. And then my dad found out that they did a volleyball version of that one. And it was hilarious. It was so good. So good. So good. But again, he sends me memes too. Is filled with all the reels and memes I send him. Yeah, you have to. My mother to the chicken jockey meme. Oh God. I heard that movie was good though. I did hear the Minecraft movie was pretty good. All right. Let's make this as dramatic as possible. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. That was a lot cooler than I was anticipating. That was pretty cool, actually. My duckling's been with me since like freaking Realm Reborn. That's my pet, man. I like having my little duckling. He's cool.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Backlog undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels.
That was actually pretty fun to be a part of.
When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now.
Gabriel, I kind of
there
thought
wouldn't even
that.
be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you.
God, she's done a lot of growing up in this expansion.
Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred?
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
Thank you, Urianger. I think we all kind of knew. I appreciate. I feel like you just wanted to get extra voice lines in. Thancred knew.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Oh shit, is this moment getting me? He's talking...
Might we also say a few words?
Talking about like a dad to his daughter, and it's like, I've always been proud of you. Like, son of a bitch. Our girl, Lena.
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
Reen crying.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
I love that I care for most of the side characters in this expansion. Everyone is so well written, you know? I feel like a lot of, I feel like a lot of the side characters had so much more depth to them. And I actually talk about that in this video that I'm working on. Like, and especially like Lena's like breakdown moment of Lakeland. Like, they could have easily and just made the scene so much more simpler and just made her a tough character all the way through. They could have just easily just made her a tough female like side character. She's strong, there she goes. But they showed that she broke down. They showed that she had other emotions. She showed that even though she had that tough outward appearance, she was still a very tough warrior person, dancer person. She was still feminine. She still had that weakness. She still had that humanity around her, which was great. Even freaking Ranjit, like if you really want to talk about it, Ranjit still had that like humanity still tied to him. He still did care for the Menphilias. It's not like he was a horrible person. He kind of was for the most part, but he still cared. Bananity.
A more resilient people we have never known.
Oh, I was faster, mods.
As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him.
I'm so glad that I just made this whole stream just nothing but about emotional trauma. Jesus.
Will you tell him this? Thank you. Please look after him for us.
It's all either an emotional trauma.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Then the walkout. Send-off party for heroes. You're not even even near Trauma Walker. I know. I still have so much going on. I still have so much to get through. And like I come out of the cutscene and I turn around, it's like, how long have you guys been standing there? Reflections in crystal. Yep. Oh, it didn't show. The story is to be savored. And yes, the pet that I have is the ugly duckling. He's been around with me as soon as I got him. I want to say I got him in Heavensward. Oh, I didn't. I had that one. Oh no, it's a new minion. You just got as a nice Easter egg for it. Use the minion you just got. All right, well here, where the hell is that minion? Oh, did it automatically learn it? Desiring to honor a certain individual with a mammoth likeness, but knowing that it would go against his wishes to do so, the artisans of the crystalline mean came up with a perfect solution. Make a mammoth likeness anyway, but give it a vague name that makes everything all right, right? Oh yeah, there he goes. Look at him. Sorry, he's still no ugly duckling. Ugly duckling has to come out. Oh, no. Humble for his own good. All right. I think this is it. You may not return. Yeah, return. I look forward to the happy day that you're coming. I don't know why that kicked me out. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't say goodbye to our branch, by the way, our tree stem. Did Alice say she kept the little guy, the flying pig? Let's see what they have to say. Oh, Angelo's gonna stand. Okay, all right, that makes sense. I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. A few assembled in the story chamber, many more come to think. Were the expert standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, 'twould be complete, he standing before us with Emmett Smelch smirking in the wings. Yeah. Oh, she gave him the gun, or he gave her the gun blade. Since we cannot take worldly goods with you, I want you to have my gun blade. Use it or sell it, it's all the same. So long as it serves you in some way, I'll be satisfied. Can't take it with you. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. You know what they should do? Here's a tip. Here's a tip for Final Fantasy. Here's a tip for all of this. They should give a timer of how long these would be played if pressed consecutively. About how long. Like, you know, like it would probably work out so much. Oh, is this a bathroom break one? Do I need to go to the bathroom? Is that what you guys are telling me? Had the gunblade made display. Guess I just gotta go do the thing. I am so talking smack on this situation. That was not what I expected. Everything, nothing was as is expected. So, I went out there. Let me just go ahead and say this. I went out there. The youngest two are asleep. Oldest is not. The oldest has a face full of makeup. She has a can of soda. She's watching some Disney movie, and she is eating an entire bag of popcorn. Mrs. Caffeinated is about a glass of wine in of her second bottle. She's doing a lot. There's a lot going on out there. That world out there might be a little bit scary. She's having a good time. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, well, they told me I should probably go to the bathroom because there's about to be a bunch of videos. You know, like, there's a bunch of stuff that I have to watch and I should probably go to the bathroom. You know what she goes, slacker. Like,
why not?
why? Get out of here. You know why? Wine nights are supposed to be like you and me. You know that, right? It's Friday. And we still have to be, you still have, oh wait, oh, you still have that tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's a girls' night. That's what it is. Girls' night. Wait, come back here. Come back here. Bring your drunk ass here. I was gonna saying, hi, Calf Mom. We love you, Calf Mom. I hope you enjoy the evening. You're more than welcome to come on if you want to. Nope. That was not a pose. That was not a strong. That was not giving me a lot of confidence with that pose right there.
Let's go. What do you say? Girls now.
There you go. She's having a whole bottle of wine, and she's. And I included that information as well. Don't ad-lib. Can you close the door? Jeez. All right. So she is having a good time. She is having some breaks. She's doing her thing. So we do have wine nights. Her and I have wine nights where we just sit down and we watch like a TV show or something like that. Sometimes we'll get like sushi or, you know, a couple rolls and all that. But she's taken up to having a glass occasionally. And I'd say occasionally, like maybe once other time that a week that we're not. And it happens to be tonight. And she's having a great time. And my oldest is in the background. While this all was happening at my door, my oldest is in the background like, yeah, pump it up. Yeah, pump it up. She's over there having a great time. Just saying. Caffeinated Dad wine. See, I said that too. I was like, we can call her Calf Mom, but it's becoming the wine mom. The wine mom. Just saying. Just saying. She was having a good time. As long as you're responsible. No. We know very well not to do that. It's actually more so that we do it right before we go to bed. Sleep that shit off. As long as, yeah, we're having a good time. All right, here we go. We got some cutscenes going on. That was old water.
All right then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
Did I hear that Calf Dad just found out about secret wine nights? I did. All right.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Idiot didn't know that the bottle was made out of glass.
Well, that just leaves our souls then.
This
We're
moment
in your hands, Angelo.
has to be terrifying. Because this is like untested, we don't know. Oh. Oh wow, okay, they just got all sucked up. What sun are you blocking, Beglug?
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls!
You labeled them.
I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
I hope you guys can trust me.
This will work, won't it?
Well,
Our theories have held thus far.
I was gonna say there's really only two options. It's either you stay here on the first, and then they die, or you roll the dice with here.
But I make
The
no
same.
promises about what's to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
I like Beglug. I really like Beglug.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
Beglug has grown on
All
me.
safely stowed away? I do hope so.
Did everyone else get like the side pockets, and then did we just like precariously put Alfie's crystal like in the posterior section? Like, I know we're supposed to put
All
everything
that
in the
remains
pockets,
then
but I'm
is
just
to
saying.
Step into the mirror. Go now.
Alfie
and
got
safe travels.
Got put in the wrong spot. Those crystals are jagged too. Why would you even say that? All right, girls, we gotta bring him back. Did we label any of them? I'm just saying. Right next to my 999 eggs. For a whole expansion, respect. Double check those crystals. It's just a lot of nodding. Okay, so it just jumps across. You don't have to, like...
Hello there.
Rachel Van Hooser, thank you for grabbing the cup. You don't have to plunge it like it's a... like they're vampires. Bluetooth, like we said. You guys weren't kidding. I was worried about the logistics. Well, I don't know. Like, maybe, like, it just has to, like, come in contact with blood.
Are we?
We're home.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of popotos, but otherwise, I've never felt better.
Looks fabulous.
That
This first
said,
one.
I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
It's crazy because it's like they've been in this coma thing for weeks. Yeah, the atrophy's got to be
The
ridiculous.
vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
We got one more crystal. We got one more crystal. Oh, and we're running.
What? But you've only just got here.
God, the music's swelling. Holy crap.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Oh, come on, Tataru. You know. We had to go get our cat. Nope, you're on an IV drip. It's laced with THC.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met
The
along the
Azem
way.
crystal. That's
On
the
that
Azem
day,
crystal, wasn't it?
I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you
Says
fear
do not
you
eat.
cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort.
He wants to keep voicing his best as Catboy. Jonathan Bailey's the guy from Bridgerton, isn't he? Has not capitalized on how many people want to eat convocation job crystals. Oh man, if they made
This
those.
I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Into candies. Have you have whispered have been answered. It's such a hard ass line. Some days later. So do the squeeps.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight.
The fact that she kept her head down.
But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
Oh, she got her staff back. Or she got a staff that's like it. Thancred got his gun blade. Arianje's playing poker.
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams.
Fail
They
mentioned.
gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favourite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
Alisaie's like, come on, they got all the cool stuff. Casually using country leader connections.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
She's saying it.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
She is. Look at that face.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
She is queen mood. Ooh, Archon bread.
Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
She didn't chew. She took a bite of it, but she didn't chew anything.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance.
The boy!
It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
The boy!
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
Yeah, really? Really?
Right.
The boy!
I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn.
He's young again and far less crispy.
Rahatia, at your service.
He's full
When
skin.
I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help!
rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
That's slightly ominous.
What? Now wait, just a...
You're not stopping your sister. Oh, the action shot. Look how happy she is.
Here we go again.
Those animations are getting so better.
I will join the fray when I finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me. In the flesh.
You're such a nerd. God, this was such a good ending. Holy crap. God. How do you do that any better than that? Now let's go beat up some hippogriffs.
So it was that a new adventure began.
I know. Come on. Yeah, no, they didn't give us the meanwhile. Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your Radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom.
Who's this jerk?
Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace.
He's an Askian. I think we all knew that.
Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed.
He's theatric, though.
So. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end.
It's someone who died, then.
And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree?
I think Xenos is entertained to him like a court gesture. Was that a jester hat?
But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
This motherfucker! This asshat! God
Should our
damn it!
familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
I hate him so much! The fact that he's still here, god damn it!
What did you say your name was?
You piece of shit.
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh.
It was Asahi, I think was his name. Asahi.
Whatever this flesh may have been before,
I don't know the
it
Askian's
serves
name.
only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
I'm sorry. Who? Fandango?
Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the Unsundered is gone?
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment.
That's a problem. God, I hated him when
Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
We're all Xenos right now. The voice actor does. Yeah, oh yeah.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will.
With Elidibus out of the way, because remember what Elidibus's duty was to be sometimes for us and sometimes for the Askian, sometimes against.
It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion.
God, that was so cool.
Oh yes. To reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
Love story restarts now.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse.
Flexed on these cutscenes. I will do the Endwalker trailer
into its domain
soon, not
shall
right
the
now.
hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Until the end of the patch quest. Yeah, I have to wait. I have to wait. Wait, pull out the Exarch minion. Oh, I can't summon a minion here. Need your training healer. In mods we trust. After finishing the quest. I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we were to be comrades, but now I worry I may have detracted with the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. God, this boy in self-doubt, that is his biggest hurdle. Being free to live as one pleased is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. If I was to bend a bow, I would be of limited use to you on your adventure, so I persevere. I might have been before I am now a scion, an inexperienced scion at that, a green initiate, eager to learn the best way to contribute to the cause, that he might follow in the footsteps of his aspiration. Doesn't have a big battery to draw off of. It's now available as trust. I suppose we ought to take stock of the situation. By forestalling the 8th umbral calamity, we have unwritten history lies beyond our ken, or my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not, but that which we can overcome all trials. We have always done so, have we not? Show him your wind-up missile. The ears wiggle too. I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but would you be so good as confirm them for me? Wish a coin or as an automaton? Neither, I replied, for all the good it did. I knew I would be embarrassed, and it makes no difference what name they gave, yet they still did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as befits the people of the Crystarium. They should be just fine without me, and Lena may be rest assured that I do not worry for them. I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. Just a little guy. I ever felt and experienced all those things I have brought with me. You have brought for me. Oh, that's cool. Lena definitely has one. Oh. Aenor, let's see if we're still horny. They're smitten with the newcomer, the both of them, but I won't let him come between us. If he were to join us, on the other hand, hot damn. Already, sister is added again. However, you doubt Aenor's libido. But a capable new comrade has joined the fold besides. Their presence shall inspire us to ever greater heights. Ori Boulder being honest good. If Grahatia is skilled in all forms of combat, as they say, we must train hard if we are to keep up. She is so damn thirsty. Hot damn, girl, slow it down. Look, she don't care. She don't care. All right. It's 11:30. I think I want to talk about where I stand with 5.3 and where it was. And I'm glad that I held off, honestly. I'm kind of glad that I held off and did this now and instead of trying to do it, because it took every bit of like 2 hours. It took every bit of 2 hours, and I was glad that I did it this way, because then this was like a better fine goodbye. Let me put it that way. Overall, I would say that, and I kind of echo this in this upcoming video, is that Shadowbringers has given me one of the best gaming memories that I think I have ever had. You know, like I have a lot of other good memories with in gaming moments and stuff like that, but in this, those were usually oriented around, like, if they were about another MMO, then it was about the people that I was with and the sentiment that around it. I legitimately loved how not only did the story come kind of full circle, but it didn't leave too many loose ends that we weren't going to follow up on and focus on. Like one of my favorite things, and I kind of hint at this, and I even noticed it, especially at the during the 5.3, is how, like, basically the story began with us being in Norvant in the first, in that open field under that little section right there, under that opening, that fire, And then it also basically ended right as we were going through there. Like, the story started and stopped right there. We got to see the Unsundered, so Elidibus and Emmett Selk, in their own ways, but it developed them so much more than whatever we saw with La Habrea. Okay, so La Habrea and A Realm Reborn, and then even Heavensward, it was just kind of like, yeah, we're evil. Yeah, we're the evil ones. Emmett and Elidibus, we had so much more story to go with them. Why they did it. Why they were doing what they were doing. And I feel like that is such an important factor that, like, legitimately, it was so good. It was so good because I actually legitimately understood where they were coming from. I understood. I believed them. It didn't make what they were doing was right, but I believed what they were doing. Like, I can see your point. And I think that's what made their story so intriguing. And the fact that it's like, yeah, we were dealing with the Light Wardens through the main story, but Emmett Selk was actually, in fact, just watching to see if we were going to be able to prove ourselves worthy. That showed a different tactic than other Askian or La Habrea, who was very reckless and aggressive and, you know, in comparison, was constantly trying to throw us under, you know, the bus. But then also to see everything kind of wrap up towards the end with all the unfinished, or the storylines and the meeting of the people and then the, you know, the forever goodbyes, because of course we're the only ones who can really go back. It had a, what's the word I'm looking for? Under a little relatable bad guys, yeah. I don't know, the moment had its like, I guess depth is the only way to put it. It wasn't a cheesy, you know, like how sometimes stories will do that. They'll just give you that cheesy kind of like short-sighted, yeah, here's the moment for, you know, whatever the moment's sake is. Yeah, it's cool, whatever. You know, oh, it's cliche. You know, the guy gets the girl at the end of the movie. That kind of cliche. It was included, but it didn't feel forced. I think that's the only way I can really describe it. It never felt like they were jamming it down our throat that this is, yep, here it is. This is what's happening. It felt believable while you were going through the story and then seeing the finish of everyone coming together. You know, like, yeah, the happy ending is earned. I like that. I like that. Even when cheesy is the key. Oh, it's like, it did such a good job, not only, of course, with the major story beats, but then like the epic music that gets paired with it, the callbacks as you were going through, it really does. And Galactic did tell me this, he warned me early on. It's like, very much so, pay attention to basically as much as you can and try to remember as much as you can as you go through this game, because it pays off in the end if you are watching, if you're listening, if you're thinking, if you're feeling, you know? And it was one of those like just really cool moments that I got to experience throughout all this. And then of course you see like the Elidibus fight and Emmett doing his hand wave. That was a, yeah, Chris, that was a line in. I'm just saying, I had to put that line in. You're hearing, you're thinking, you're feeling. Yeah. Golly, that was such a good moment. It's a masterclass in writing. Thank you, old soldier. It is, man. Like, and there, I actually got a couple comments. Like, I had someone say, they were like, well, damn, you're only on, you know, the end of Shadowbringers story. Like, you know, I've already been able to level like 2 or 3 characters in that time, and I've been taking my time. You know, what's taking you so long? And I was like, this is my first time through. And I actually even had this thought again, like, because I mentioned to you guys, I was listening to the music. I was listening to King Thornton's theme, and like, I even have like a little bit of goosebumps of that climactic moment with that music. Was just, oh my goodness, that was so good. We're generally progressing twice a week versus every day. True, but I'm also doing that so that I don't miss any of the major story beats or the important stuff here on stream. I want to share this with you guys because you guys are interested, and I am interested in experiencing with more than just myself and Galactic, we'll say. There's no reason to rush the game. Lead writer Natsuko Ishikawa. She's also on for Endwalker, so prepare for more absolute cinema. Hell yeah. More good, it's a bittersweet ending, more good, but bitter because the other scions. It's the final goodbye for them for now, but who knows. Great, you take your time since you're given more time. Well, and it's funny because if you guys are a part of the Discord, if you're a part of the Discord, which I highly recommend you joining, I occasionally will ask like questions, like if I didn't understand something fully or I wanted extra clarification. Like after the Elidibus fight, I ended up asking about Azem's crystal. The Azem's crystal, and it was like, okay, so at some point Emmett Selk had this moment of either doubt or understanding that this was going to be necessary, because again, remember, we picked it up from Hythlodaeus down in Amarat, right? We had this crystal, which was our get out of jail free card, basically. And it's like, and then when that moment happened, Emmett appeared. The amount of forethought that was there was that Emmett also, it kind of felt like Emmett secretly was like, he knew that he needed to hang it up. And he knew that Elidibus wasn't going to be able to let it go. You know, like, it was just, oh, it was so good. So good. A part of Emmett knew that this would happen. Yes. And that's what's so beautiful about it, is because if you just take the story as is, you're just like, oh, okay, cool. Emmett was there and waved and had that. But if you read in that extra line, that extra steps, it's like he had that forethought even before our final confrontation. Like, oh my goodness. Gonna join the celebration now? I don't know. Well, we'll see. Did he watch Benny G right after doing the Vol 3 trial? Oh, I did. I did watch that one. That one was hilarious. All in all, it was just his old best friend was the only one that he could allow to end things. Right. It's so good. I took it as Emmett making sure that Elidibus didn't have to continue alone. I rewatched that bit too, where the Warrior of Light's talking to baby Elidibus, mini Elidibus, and like the voice actor breaking, and he was like, we'll come back for those sunshine-filled days. We will be there. We will, and then he fades out of existence, and it's just like, oh my god. Anyway, this is where I think I will end it, end the stream for tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. It has been a wild ride for 5.3. It's gonna pick up again because we're finishing Eden on Monday. I'm very excited about that, and I really want to get to the Trials of War Lit next Friday. I think that we're gonna have some fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Seriously, thank you guys. I hope you guys get a good some good sleep and all that jazz. Get some good coffee. Quick shout out to the donations tonight for Blue Kitsunyu, Jack, Blue again with the 5 gifted memberships. Jack's again trying to make the field things. Old Soldier and Iris Caldor, thank you guys for the donations as well as all the caffeinated members here on the channel who are helping me on this journey to become a full-time content creator. I almost said coffee creator. I thank you. And of course the mods doing the ever faithful service of making sure that I don't see shit that I'm not supposed to and keeping me in line. Thank you guys. And everyone else, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Seriously, I'll see you on the other side of it. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.